Boom, boom. How's it going, everybody? I'm just trying to find something to listen to. So I'll just hang out for a little bit, see what happens. I'm kind of a weird spot today, or my camera's in a weird spot. One of the two. Look about there. Seems about good. Seems about good. So we'll just kind of come on and we'll talk a little bit like we always do. Let's see who shows up, see what goes on. You never really know till you come on and you do it. So there. Share it out there. Put it up into my story. Kind of just, there you go, just do it like that. Oh, look at that. See, I send out the invite, she just shows up. She already knew. She wasn't waiting long. She knew the invite was coming. So, no, kind of got a weird, I don't know. I have one of those days of where I don't know if I really just want to be evil. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'm not that bad of a person. You do. I know. I do, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to give him the satisfaction. I'm just not going to give it to him. It's not worth it. It's not worth my time. It's not worth my energy. It's going to be what it's going to be. People are going to do what they're going to do. People are going to say what they want to say. I'm good with it no matter which way it goes. I have to be at this point. I can't spend the time worrying about it anymore. People are going to come and people are going to go. People are here for a season, and sometimes people are just here for a reason. So you just kind of have to take the good with the bad. You have to let people go sometimes. And hopefully your paths will reconnect later in life when things can be on a different level or on a different page. Or your life's going to stay where it is, and their life's going to stay where it is, and we're just going to go this way, they're going to go that way, and everybody will live and carry on. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in the next time around. If there is a next time around for some of us. But it's okay. It's helped me learn so much more about myself once again. But it's all right. I'm pretty sure. So as we sit here, no, it's just very interesting yesterday conversating with the family and then talking with Kai. I don't know if you guys got in with her thing yesterday or not, but she did a bunch of activations for people on Mother's Day. A lot of light work and a lot of good love got sent out to people. Then from there, I got a dog barking. See, that's how good it was. Rocket even got activated. Oh, he's really just not happy. What's going on, Rocket? Come here. What you doing? Hi, my friend. So he's been on one. But no, it was really cool. It was fun. It's how I spent my drive back from my parents. But where I was going with that is while I was at my parents' place, I got my grandfather's rosary, which was a really cool treat. I still got to bring that in. And then we were talking, and there's an actual uptick in what we're doing right now. Hi, Annie. All this light work that everybody's doing, and the word that they're putting out there, the good word of the Lord they're putting out there, has actually been an uptick inside of the churches. Right now, to tell you guys very honestly, inside of the churches, there's been an 83% increase of people coming back to the church, and 38% of those people are people who've never even been inside of a church before. So obviously there's people that are scared of something that's going on out there, because they're going to try and find something that's going to bring them a better answer than what's been out there or what's been given to them so far. So the way I'm judging this back into a lot, UFOs are probably scaring a lot of people back in, but a lot of people also weren't raised around any kind of religion. You know, you got to think, a lot of the people that got raised in probably inside of their early 20s or raised by younger people, maybe they didn't go back to church because their parents kind of forced them into church, and at that time, you know, it kind of just varies itself out, you know what I mean? And people end up trying to search for something better than what they've found, or some people can't find the answers that they're looking for. And it's really been said to known, going inside of some churches sometimes brings people into a different phenomenon, especially if you go into a Catholic church and you've never been there. Well, but it's also that time where you kind of need to start doing this stuff, because if you look at it, we're marching pretty close inside of, you know, those, I'm not going to say close to that tolling of the end of times, but I'm pretty sure we're in Revelations about chapter 12 right now, probably pushing into chapter 13, kind of right inside of that relevant time of their understanding and the things that are going on and stuff like that. Who we got? Oh, he's not even in here anymore. So you got to start looking at their stuff and then they run away. Yeah, I mean, you could say, like I said, you could say it's the planets and the people doing the things. It always comes out around this different times. What readings do you want to talk about? No, it's ask about a reading. Where will you find Katarina? I don't know. Oh, what kind of readings? Well, what kind of reading do you want? You want a general basis reading? You want a past life reading? You want a shadow work reading? You want... What are you stuck at? What kind of questions are you looking for? Where are you at inside of your journey right now? You want to know what's coming your way? I'll give you 2 cards if you follow me and give me a heart me, and I'll give you 2 cards. Hi, Kai. Now give me a heart me too. You gotta join the club. I don't ask for a lot. I just ask for a little. Well, see the little heart that's up there at the top? It says join. Hit that little join thing, Costs a penny. And it sends a heartbeat. You give me a little energy exchange, and I'll give you an energy exchange. Oh, you did? Okay. Never mind. You got it. So, all right. So for that, we'll give you 2 cards. So I'm going to go out of my realm deck, right? You wanted a kind of a futuristic to see what's kind of coming your way. So we're going to call in really quick. This is just a quick one, you guys. So we're going to go ahead and call in any angels or ancestors that maybe have a message for you. So just give it a few seconds here. We'll see who comes through, and we'll kind of call them in real fast. I'm just going to shuffle the cards up, and I'll give you the 2 cards that come up. If an extra one pops out inside of the time of the 2, then I'll give you the 3. Let's not show us what we need. Not show us what I want to know, but show me what I need to know. Give me 1 second. Let me read this stuff real fast. So, you got the Mystic Star Angel. Here, hold on. Let me mirror flip my camera really fast. Perfect. Drop down. All right. So, you got the Mystic Angel, okay? So this is talking about divine wisdom. So obviously you got that one. And then it went to the Galactic Knights. But this one came out in reverse. So this one's kind of telling me that there's something about you that you're on some sort of a mission, or maybe you've lost track of the mission you're supposed to be on. Because if you look at the stuff, you're almost, that's why I want to say you kind of lost something, because you're holding a wisdom for you're holding a wisdom for people, right? Like you're supposed to be on some sort of a mission to remind people of a spiritual gift or spiritual energies or something along those lines, because it's almost like you're gifted in the ways of being able to talk to people that other people can't talk to. Almost like you're a limerence, you know what I mean? You're in perfect harmony with your well-being and your body and everything that's happening. So I'm just wondering, is there something that's holding you up from ascending into one of these things? Is there something holding you back? Is there something that you're not... Yeah, what are you scared of? I mean, you get the wizard card down here on the bottom, too. Oh, that makes sense now. Hence this picture right here, and then having... Okay. Thank you for your service. Say that right up front. And I understand the loss of a sister, okay? I lost my brother when I was 13 years old to a murder, okay? It was taken from us in a drastic way, okay? So I'm not trying to toad on you or anything like that, but I understand the pain that you feel, okay? That's all I'm trying to condone over there. I'm not trying to say anything past that or above that, or try to say that I'm better or anything like that. But I understand the pain of losing somebody. I get it. It's something that is very toilsome. See? The reason why you end up coming in here. So that's why you have. Hold on. Some. Was this recent? Like within like the last couple months or a year? It feels recent. 2 years in May. She. Um. Hold on. Let me. So you guys were really close. That explains this card right here. You guys were really close together. I'm almost feeling like close inside of, yeah. See, because then you even hit the star people, the flower fairy. Yeah, you guys were super close. So I get a lot of twos. 18 to 17. Extremely close. She's gonna be, you need, this is gonna sound kind of weird, but I have a feeling she's gonna start talking to you. She probably already wants to try and communicate with you. When you feel that sadness, that's with her trying to come in and talk to you. And then when she leaves, that's where that extra bit of sadness comes in. It's because it's or part of her kind of leaving or vacating or going off. I don't, um, yeah, it was, yeah. But know that she's in a better place now. She's in a lot better place being around the dolphins and the things that she wants to be around and doing these doing this. Yeah, see how big her smile is. See how much happy, you know what I mean? Is that, do you see it? See how she's able to be a little bit closer to the things that really matter to her. I don't know the whole circumstance or anything like that. That's just what I feel. And that's what she wants you to feel. She doesn't want you, it's hard when you lose somebody that way not to want to grieve. And you're supposed to grieve, don't get me wrong, but you have to start thinking back to the good now and remember all the good times you had with her. Remember all the fun that you had when you guys were doing that stuff. Um, my brother ended up becoming one of my guides that I talk to. He's one of my people that come around. Hold on, Shade. I'll bring you up in a minute, buddy. Um, but Yeah, she wants you to know she's in a better place now. I don't know the circumstances or anything like that. What went on, but yeah, she wants you to know that you've got unlimited possibilities ahead of you of what you can do and everything that you are. Yeah, I do. I'll get noogies on the back of my head whenever he shows up. He'll like come in and he'll be right back here on the back side of my head. He'll come in and like kind of give me a weird kind of feeling. You know what I mean? Yeah, it is. It actually is. It is really cute because it's the way he used to torture me as a kid when I was growing up. You know what I mean? So it's kind of that symbolic brotherly thing. You know what I mean? So you have to look for those things like however she used to tease you. Maybe like when you're listening to the radio and that random song shows up. You're good, brother. Um, you know what I mean? You're like on the radio and you're not controlling the radio. You know it's just on a shuffle or whatever. And then all of a sudden, just that random song shows up. And for some odd reason, inside of that song, there's just something that sticks out. 9 times out of 10, that's somebody communicating with you when that song comes that way. Because there's something inside that song that that person really enjoyed about being with you and stuff like that. So you have to kind of really just embrace those times when you get that stuff. For me, it's whenever I'd be sitting there cleaning and I'm having a rough day, and all of a sudden an Iron Maiden song comes on out of nowhere. And it's like Iron Maiden barely ever plays on the radio. Yeah, that is very true. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Um, so I mean, there's a lot of so that's what I would kind of watch out for, different things like that. Um, Maybe go to a place where you guys used to spend time together and go sit down on the ground, you know, and ask her, you know, just hey, is can we talk? And I guarantee you, you'll get some sort of a weird. I don't even know how to explain how it comes in, but you just get this like a warm embrace almost, and you just kind of know that they're there. You're like, oh wow, hey, they're right there. Oh, thanks, Lisa. um, So it's this really cool feeling. But once you hit that point like you're at right now, so that probably is her coming in. Yeah. A lot of people that I know, that's what they used to talk about. A girl named Sam, her son does that all the time. He'll come in and toy with the lights, you know, when he's in a mood, or he'll push a car that doesn't work or move, or, you know what I mean? They'll do these kind of weird things that they would only do, and when you see it happen, that's the only reason that you can explain it or anything like that. It was her doing that. You know, that's kind of the way that I look at these songs that show up, because like the songs sometimes it would show up would be like Somewhere in Time by Iron Maiden. And Somewhere in Time came out on like the seventh sign of the seventh son back in 1980 something. But the only reason I remember it is because it's an album me and my brother listened to together. So it's just kind of one of those weird things, like when real old school Metallica songs come on, it just brings back that nostalgic feeling from me, because he went to go see Metallica and brought me back a shirt from Metallica. So it was a really cool, like, little exchange thing, you know what I mean? Um, so it's just kind of this real, I don't know. You'll just feel it. And then sometimes when you're in a down mood, they're going to be there too, because they're not going to want to see you down. So they're going to show up when you're kind of a little on the weaning side of heartbreak, you know, kind of a little hurt a little bit. They're going to kind of be there too. Oh, what were the numbers? I'll go back through and look at. Oh no, you're good. I don't. I sometimes have people up on the panel. Sometimes I save the panel spots for people when they get reads, so that way I kind of get a better connection and with them and everything like that. Oh, you're so welcome, Shade. Thank you so much for coming by. Um, is this a passcode for a phone? That's what we're trying to figure out. Let's see. I'll try something. I believe I know the first four numbers, but I still need 2 or 4 more. Okay. I don't know. We'll see. Is Spirit, can you give me the passcode to her phone? Is that she's passed? Ooh. Something just popped over here. 8. I need 4 numbers, please. No, come on. Don't give me the Joker. Let's see if she would give it to me. Are you here with me? Two, 7. 8872. Oh. It gave me 7288. If you want to, at some point in time, look inside my thing. I know I pulled out the mediumship. Oh. Well, 88's also a good number, too. I mean, because you're actually getting a straight here because you have 7, 8, 9 with the 2. So, and so you have, let's see, you have the 8 of clubs, you have the 8 of cups, and then you have the 7 of swords, okay? Plus you have the 2 of diamonds, or the 2 of pentacles. So this is the time for change, and know that you've done the work, and something's going to be coming in fast to you, right? Because this is the 8 of wands, so there's something coming in. There's some sort of a message or some way, something that's going to be coming your way. And with it being the 8 of cups, it's almost like something that you're going to come into. Because then you get the 7 to the 9. Yeah. There's something for you once you get that phone open. It's going to give you the information that you need. Hopefully that helped you. Ooh, disconnection. But, and also look back, I'll go into the recording of those first cards that I did for you, because I think it was like 17, 32. I'll have to go back in and look. Oh. Yeah, I don't. Somebody's here. Not really hearing any. She hasn't. She's not coming around, even though you're here. Don't get me wrong, my crown is going crazy nuts right now, but I don't feel. I don't feel. You're welcome. We'll try next time. Yeah, that's kind of why I just don't think she wants. She wants in that quite that deep yet. Because normally when they're doing that and you come and you put that stuff in there, normally they just whoop, they come straight in on us. They come and get us pretty dang quick when it boils. That stuff kind of shakes out. Lisa, thank you, super fan. And you send me the fishies. Yeah, so like I said, just go somewhere and try and connect with her inside of a park and stuff like that. And when she's ready to come forward, you'll just know, you'll feel it. Probably more her. Sometimes it's harder for them to come than it is for us to want, because we want to know stuff faster than they want to reveal it to us. You know, sometimes if it was a pretty traumatic things. Yeah. No, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for everything. She'll come in and she'll tell you. You know, you hit the 2 year, just go hang out at her gravesite. Go bring her some flowers. And I would go hang out. I go hang out at the gravesite. Go spend an afternoon there. Go pack a lunch and, you know. But as you come in there, make sure you bring some fruit and stuff like that as you pass through the different gates. Like the first gate, leave some fruit. Oh, she's always with you. Okay, that's even better. Well, if that's the case, then she's going to communicate when she's ready. If she's with you all the time, then when she's ready, she'll come to you. Or you'll scroll across another room and you'll hear some random message that's coming from her. Yeah, the tree spirits. 34, 37. 1, 34, 37, 44. Mystic witches. No. Ooh. Eyeball white. Thank you. Is Trace serious about me? Is Trace serious about you? What do you say, Spirit? Is Trace serious about her? Says yes. Uh-oh. You guys must know each other. All right, everybody. How are we doing tonight? That was a fun way to start the evening out. Appreciate that. Appreciate the people coming in. Thank you guys for following me. Yeah, it's about that time. Kids gotta get to sleep. I need to try and do this a little bit earlier, but I was literally sitting there on my chair going, do I even really want to go on here? And all of a sudden, Spirit comes and goes, you need to get on live. You need to go there. Will everything be okay? I don't know if the rum deck's really one you want me to cut into. Unicorn. You got werewolves and unicorns? Did you earn the new home? Because if you earned it, then it's always going to work out great. If you've been working hard to achieve your dreams, then it's always going to be the best thing for you. Oh. Will everything be okay in her new home? Keep saying no. Every brick you earned it all the way through. Smudge the house. Go through and burn some candles, burn some sage, some Palo Santo or something along those lines, and go through every room and go around everything. And just for some odd reason, something's telling me to have you go through that whole entire house and bless it. Just because there's just something, because it wants to say yes, but then it wants to say no at the same time, and it's swinging kind of at a weird angle. So, and then I cut two different cards and smudge your house. Before you put anything in there, go through and scrub down all those floors And bless the water as you're making it up to cleanse and clean. Just because I don't know if it's originally yours, like it's brand new. It might be brand new to you, but just go clean it. Spiritually clean it. Smudge all your corners. Wipe all your windowsills. Oh, it is a brand new house? Just trust me. Go through and clean it. Just because it's a brand new house, just sometimes they're not the greatest people that are putting your stuff together, that aren't always talking the greatest ways when they're inside your brand new house. Even if it is brand new, I'm just saying, construction guys aren't always the cleanest or the nicest people. And they all have pretty vulgar things that they do. And so, they're just something. I understand. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, something the Spirit just says, just clean it, just cleanse it. I can't tell you why, it just popped in my mind. It told me just to tell you to clean it. It said to clean it up. Just clean it. Especially if you earned it. Clean it. And you saw the flash of light just come up at me right there when I say clean it. What? I do it to my house every couple months. And I've been here for 7 or 8 years. Yeah, from the back door to the front. She's right. That way you sweep everything from the back all the way out through the front. Flushes everything out. And I just got a power burp on that one. Whoop. All right. Well, that's why I came on. Of course, you get the unicorn card. Lisa's here. Elves. Star people. That's funny that the star people are 4, and then the aliens are 8. So the star... You're welcome. Star people. Or are the aliens? Or are they the same? Or are the star people just these guys? But this way we can just accept them. And this way they kind of scare everybody. Ooh. Just saying. You know, everybody loves to talk about those things. But on the other side of it, I was talking about the uptick in people coming into the church and people coming to seek out ways of getting answers because they can't find to get the answers that they're really looking for as they're doing stuff that they're doing, right? Things we have to do them with intent, and so like some are trying, how you want to see. I'm not on anybody that does astrology or anything. They say it's because it's in the planets or in this or in that. It's the reason why people are searching out a higher being is because everything else that they've been raised to believe on has fallen apart at this point. They got raised to believe that where they're living was going to be great. They got raised to believe that what they were taught through school was the right thing that actually happened. And now we're starting to learn that everything's been kind of washed out, whitewashed over, or passed by, changed over, changed into a different way, changed into different things. You know what I mean? So it kind of really doesn't balance itself out at that point, it just doesn't. Because then all of a sudden you're like, well, if that wasn't right and that wasn't right, then how do I know that that wasn't right and that wasn't right and that wasn't right? So then they come back to try and find a centering point, and that's where they end up coming into places like me, where I'm a tarot reader, and we kind of talk to you guys about these things, but at the same time, when we do this stuff, it's because we're trying to bring you guys into a message of understanding that there's a greater being out there, a divine being that's above all of us, that wants you guys to come back. He doesn't want you guys away from you. He wants you guys to come back in, whether that be on your own accord, going into church. I'm not saying to go to church. Okay, church isn't for everybody. But know that you don't need a church to talk to him. Blah. See how they don't want me saying this. You don't need to go to a church, okay? You don't need a middleman to talk to the divine or talk to the Lord or talk to Jesus. Talk to whatever saint you want to or anybody that you want to. You don't need a middleman of a church. You just need to sit down, slow your mind down enough so that way you can understand the voices that are coming in. And you can understand which voice is his and which voice isn't his. Because they're always there talking to you. It's just a matter on how you depict the voice that's coming in. That's why concentrating on getting different things in line, like your mind, your body, and your soul, will help you get a better connection to the divine and understanding of these things. Kind of strange. But right now, we're pushing into a crazy time. This guy named Exodus just joined in, right? Exodus. It's one of the books inside of the Bible, one of the books inside the Ethiopian Bible, right? Exodus. Because it's getting to that point, the exodus of the people. Everybody talks about this awakenings and these things, these mass awakenings. People aren't really waking up. People's eyes are just opening up that they're stuck inside of a belief that didn't belong anymore. They're stuck inside of a place where it just doesn't make sense. Escaping the matrix, escaping your 9 to 5. People talk about that. It's also just escaping the belief of what you've been taught that you need somebody else to do something or you can't do it yourself. You can never believe that you can't do it yourself. The whole point of this is to do it yourself. Do it yourself. Don't need somebody else to do it. You need to work on yourself internally. That way you can do the things that you need to do. You can't just manifest in $1 million if you've never done any internal work. You can build whatever dream board you want to build. It's not going to come in to help you. If you're not doing the work and you're not in touch with the higher being or the divine, it's going to be a lot harder of a process than it is for a lot of other people. And another thing is when you talk about people making this money or bringing in all this money, sometimes it's not an actual like dinero money that they bring in. Sometimes it's an intelligence that they bring into you. Sometimes it's a greater being of just feeling inside of you. The abundancy that it brings into your life when all of a sudden you walk outside and the birds are chirping at you, animals are flying by you constantly know, you feel just this constant love around you. That's more abundancy of love and feeling of what they want to have for you than the money. Because like they say, all those people sitting over there in that gravesite, do you think they're worried about money at this point? Or do you think they're worried about how fun their life was and the things that they got to do? I'm just saying. Money's nice, but money's not everything. It can buy you nice things, but what do the nice things get you in the long run? Shit you end up throwing away. Stuff that ends up cluttered up in a closet. Cluttered up in a closet. Shit you just end up picking up that you never get rid of. Perfect example right there behind me. Yeah, love does not cost a thing. That is so very true right there. It does not cost a single thing to be nice to somebody and smile as you're walking by them in the store. But trust me, you can pay to be an asshole. You can go on either side of that one. Just saying. But it doesn't cost anything to show love and abundance and happiness for what you give and what the world brings to you. Kindness is completely and totally free. And you know it takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile. And that is a proven fact over time. You have to work to have resting bitch face. Just saying. But to sit there and smile, even with your eyes, raise your eyebrows, just show somebody a little bit of attention, a little bit of love, a little bit of kindness. It's nothing too bad, nothing too big. Just saying. That werewolf card keeps coming out. 17, 7, 44, 37. The mermaids. She's back. Kindness is completely and totally free. Yeah. But the other thing about it too, though, a lot of people don't. No offense, a lot of people that go to church aren't exactly the greatest people in the world to begin with. They're only nice while they're there in church. As soon as they leave church, they're right back to their, no offense, their wicked ways, right back over the top again. I was driving by the church last Sunday, watched a lady coming out of church, putting her kids with. Fucking resting bitch face coming out of church. Like, you can't even be happy. You just walked out of church, which is supposed to be this great and enlightening experience for you, and supposed to come out being blessed and happy and want to spread the word of God, and instead you come out with just a worse, more mad, more ticked off look on your face than what you walked in there with. That just don't make no sense to me at all. It's like, what is wrong with you people? Why can't I don't get it. What? It's like, and that's what you take your kids there, and that's what they see when they come out. Is mom still just as mad as when she went in? That's not a real good feeling. Just saying. We control how our kids' outcome of everything is and how they view things, and we can all make choices as adults on how we want to view the stuff when we go to church. I can't say anything too bad. I haven't been to church in I don't even know how long. I probably haven't received communion since I was back in my 30s. No, back in my 20s. Nope. Correct. Yeah, it doesn't. They've made church so much worse than what it really is. To be very honest with you, they've turned churches into businesses. Right. So if we go back into, I think it was Isaiah, where Jesus came into the temples. And they had all the barterings and everybody set up, and they're selling the chickens and they're selling all their stuff inside of the temples that he built for them to come in and pray. What did he walk in there and do? He walked in there and flipped those fucking tables over so goddamn fast, cussed everybody out for doing what they were doing in there. You don't think if he went into a church nowadays he wouldn't do the same damn thing if he walked in there and saw you guys sitting there having some of these churches that aren't even really doing what they need to do anymore. They're just off spins of these churches because people don't want to follow the rules of a certain church. So, I'll go create my own church. I'll go create my own way. There's only one way, folks. You can't bypass and go over here to go over there, zigzag to make it in. You still got to go up to those pearly gates and ask the guy, hey, Jesus, do you know me? Because I know you. You better pray to God. He goes, yes, sir, I know you. How you doing? Thank God you made it here. Not, I don't know you. I've never known you. And then you're going to be like, well, what do you mean? Well, you may know my face, but I don't know you in here. And if you don't know me, if you don't know him in here, You ain't going to meet him up there. It's a proven fact there's only one way through those pearly gates. I don't care what anybody says. I'll argue with you all damn day long, because every book, every Bible, every religion says the same thing. You have to be able to walk up to those gates, and whoever your God is at that time that you worship when you pass, you have to be able to look him in the eyes. He has to be able to look you in the eyes and know that he knows you in his heart, or that they were in your heart the whole time. I don't care if it's Buddha. I don't care if it's Aphrodite's. I don't care if it's Freya. I don't care if it's Hecate. Whoever you deity you worship, whoever that person is, will be the person that's going to meet you at that gate to go. And all your friends are going to be on the other side. Woo! They're going to be having a party. And hopefully you're going to be walking in through those gates to go have a party, not being like, hey, man. So I kind of got this little list thing going on over here. And you remember when you did that? You remember when you did that to me too? Remember when you turned your back on me that one time? Just saying, a lot of people left when I started doing that, right? Because it kind of rubs on you a little bit. I'm just saying. Hey, Awaken. It just from one man to another person to other people that are out there listening to me. It's just the way we kind of need to look at this stuff, because it's not going to get any better. It's probably going to get worse if I got to say anything about it at all. I see there's some little monitoring bug flying around me now, watching what I'm doing or listening to what I'm saying. So it just kind of is what it is. I didn't mean to get on my little preacher stone, but sometimes you kind of have to. But right now it's we're inside of that swing, you know. Babylon fell at the snap of the fingers. God only told one person about the flood. And no offense with where this world's heading and how we treat people and how we treat everybody nowadays, a lot of us aren't really going to be dancing that little dance too much longer, I'm just going to say. I don't like to be the naysayer of bad news or the bringer of any bad information, but just kind of what's on the heart and what's on the mind today as we push into all this fun stuff. Some people may appreciate it. I appreciate you hanging out with me, Tom. How much time we've been on? 4 hour 15. 105 and 2. That's not bad. Well, I'm going to try coming back on again on probably Thursday night, but I'm on every Friday night, and I'm going to start coming on every Saturday night. I just kind of have to get myself back into the groove of doing this stuff. But I do readings. I do got a website. If you look up there's a link inside the bio. If you guys want to do reading or anything like that, I'm a little bit cheaper when I'm online than when I am when you do a private session. But if we do a private session, I do Reiki healings. So I do know how to line up your chakras. I know how to do shadow readings to help line you guys up and try and help you guys get into better things or into better places. If you're stuck inside of your life and you need to figure out how to move forward or what's holding you back, that's really what I specialize in doing for people. It's just it's my natural trait inside of life right now. It's what I'm kind of put here to do. No, probably Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Tomorrow I got to mow my yard. both my yards. I should have done it today, but I put it off to come in here and do this because something told me that I had to come on tonight, and it's because I had to talk with that gentleman that lost his sister. So there was a reason why. The divine works in very strange ways. If I have time on Tuesday, I'll come on. Wednesday, I bowl. So I won't be on Wednesdays just because I'm bowling. Those are my days to go explore and have fun. But give me a follow, Tom. And then when you follow me, I'll follow you back and I'll send you invites when I come on. But every Friday, no matter what, I'm on every Friday, 8 o'clock Pacific time, Pacific Standard. I'm on from 8 to 11 every Friday. So a big giant 3-hour run that I'm on there. And then if I do come on Saturdays, normally it's around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah. I'll be around Friday. And we'll do more of this. We'll have some talking. I'll bring people up. It'll be a good time. But for now, I'm going to get going. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate all of you guys. And we will see you guys either on Thursday or Friday. Well, Friday